Welcome to the Incoherent Fangirl.
Where this is the third annual Kandy Awards.
Woo!
Yay!
I'm Mandy.
And I'm Karin.
This is crazy.
I can't believe it's the end of year three. That's
That
wild.
does not seem right.
That it really does
Time is
not.
so bizarre.
I don't understand, but here we are. Here we
Here
are
we are.
with our Kandy Awards. For those of you who are joining us for this for the first time, this is where we do our superlatives of the year. We have several categories that we have picked, and we're going to give you our top three of the year.
Yep.
And it's going to be a good
Just
time.
like the Academy Awards.
Yes, but more bookish.
But bookish.
More fangirly.
More fangirly and biased.
Oh, so biased.
We're so biased.
So biased. Yes, it's a very, very complicated voting system here. We just
I
each
pulled
pick.
my dogs.
Yeah. I looked in my brain and remembered a couple things. That's how it worked.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so we'll start with the visual mediums, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Because
skipped these last year because there was a writer's strike. So we were
yes.
standing in solidarity, but that strike is over.
So now we can talk about them again. So we'll start with movie of the year, Mandy.
All right.
So what do? We
I
do
think we do the nominees first and then the award goes to.
okay. Did we say who's like second and third? Did we do the nominees?
I don't know.
I mean, I
I
don't know.
don't have them that way. I just have nominee one, nominee two, and nominee three, and like they're not
In
like the
order.
award because I'm just gonna read them left to right, and I don't want to always give like first place is this, so.
That makes sense. That
So I
makes
have like an
sense.
award column and then nominee columns.
Okay. All right. So we'll just do nominees and then the award goes to.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, movie of the year, nominee number one is Wish. Oh, also, these are not movies, not necessarily movies that came out
Yes.
this year. They are movies that I watched for the first time this year, the first time I watched them. So, like, I've watched Pride and Prejudice this year, but I've watched that a lot. So, I'm not going to say that one. Okay. So, the nominees are Wish, The Crow, and Wonka.
Oh, okay.
And the award goes to Wonka. I don't understand the hate it got. I really liked it.
I think it's not. I think it's Timothy Chalamet hate. I think there's a lot of
I
people that
freaking love him. So
I
yeah,
think
that
I
must
think
be
there
it.
are a lot of Chalamet haters in the world for some reason or another, and I don't
What?
know why. I don't know
It's
why.
like hating Hosier.
I
That man is a
don't get
fairy.
it. But I think that's probably why it got the hate that it did, because people
Yeah.
are just stupid and they don't like him.
I don't understand you if
I
you don't
don't
like
get it.
him, but that's
I
fine.
mean, you're entitled to your wrong opinion, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
All right. Tell me about your movie of the year.
Okay, so I may have cheated a little bit because one of these is a series of
That's fine.
like a franchise. That's what they're
Yeah.
called in movies. See, I'm always thinking bookish.
Killing it.
So one of these is a franchise, and then the other ones are just straight movies. Okay, so nominee one is Quiz Lady. Nominee two is Barbie, and nominee three is the Scream franchise. I know you're making that face. I think I watched, I don't know if it was this year. I think I watched it this year.
Oh yeah, you watched it later,
I
right?
watched it later. I didn't watch it in
Okay.
theaters. Yeah.
Okay.
I
I think it came.
I
Okay.
think because it was Barbenheimer was over I want to say over the
Yeah.
summer, and it
But it
was not
wasn't
this
this
summer.
summer. Okay.
I
I was
don't
like,
think
how did I
so.
overlook Barbie? Because Barbie
I
and Oppenheimer would have been in my top.
I I think it was last year. I could
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
And
While
while
you do
you
that,
tell us the award
I will
goes
tell
to.
you that the award goes to Barbie, of course,
Yes.
because I mean, yeah. Hi, Barbie.
It came out in 2023.
Okay, see, yeah, I know I watched it later.
July 2023.
Yeah, see, we were right.
Okay.
Summer of
Woo!
last
I
year.
was like, I know I did not forget Barbie.
Mm-mm. No, these were just this is what I watched this year. And
Yes.
in my defense, I also kind of went through a list, and I didn't remember most of the movies that I watched on the list. So obviously it was Barbie.
I like
Even
Googled movies that came out and like we saw Ghostbusters in the theater, and it was okay.
Mhm.
And we saw I sat in long legs, but I was listening to Throne of Glass the whole time with my eyes closed. And then
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
what?
Mandy!
What?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I didn't really care that much about Deadpool and Wolverine because
I
I also was going to say I saw It Ends With Us, but it had a lot of
Oh.
flaws
Yeah.
that
I really love Deadpool and Wolverine, and I had forgotten about it until right this moment. Because I was like, how is it possible that I didn't watch a single decent Marvel movie?
yeah.
But Deadpool and Wolverine.
You can add it. You can have 4 nominees for that
That,
one.
yeah, we'll be there. But it's still Barbie.
It's still going to be
It's
Barbie.
still
Either
Barbie,
way.
but Deadpool and Wolverine is a good addition to my
Yeah.
nominee pool.
It
Yes,
may be that I'm over Deadpool and Wolverine because Josh has watched it a few times because he'll like turn it on and then he'll fall asleep
that's fair.
and then
That's
he'll
fair.
get up and do something else and then he'll start where he fell asleep and so I'm
Yeah,
like and then he watched the others
that's
too
fair.
and I'm like I'm
That
so
makes
over
a
Deadpool right
difference.
now.
That makes a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it the one time and it
Yeah.
was a lovely experience. I had so much
Yeah.
fun with it. Even though, as I said, my theater was the worst. I hated all of those
Mine
people.
was too. He took us to the
Oh, that's
Pavel
right.
without the recliners, like commoners.
Oh my God. I love it.
I was crushed up. Do you want to tell me about your show of the year?
Oh yes. I'm really solid on these nominees. I feel pretty good about this. I feel like it's a good pool that I have.
Yeah, me too.
Nominee number 1 is Beef. Nominee number 2 is Loki. Nominee number 3 is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. And the award goes to Percy Jackson. I mean, I loved that. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved it so much. So good.
it was so well
It
done,
was so well done.
honestly.
I do want to give like an honorable mention to Agatha All Along, but it's not
Yeah.
all out yet, so could not judge it.
How do we decide?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Percy Jackson was just perfection. I loved
Yeah.
it so much. Tell me yours.
All right, my nominees are Nobody Wants This. Have you watched it yet? Because I binged it
Mm-mm. Not
Saturday.
yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
it's so good. That Gen Z is gonna find out. They're gonna find out about Adam Brody,
Oh,
and
bless
they're gonna
them.
be all like Brody, like we didn't know when we were 12.
Right? Oh, it's just like when all of them were like, there's this new dance and this new song from Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, no, baby.
Yeah.
No, baby.
Or when I love it because I love having the same taste in music, but now one of the twins is like, Hosier's so fine. And I'm like, Hosier's been fine.
Yeah.
Since you were born, that man's
Yeah.
been fine. Like, you're new here.
Yeah.
Get behind me.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so Nobody Wants This. It's very good, very quick because it's only like 25-minute episodes and there's like 8 of them, I think.
Hmm.
Percy Jackson and the Olympians and the Gilded Age.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Forgot about
And the
that. It's been a
award
while.
goes to the Gilded Age.
Mm.
I miss it every day. I would rather watch it than Bridgerton, even. It is so, so, so good. And one of my it didn't make the category this year because it's a spoiler, but a ship of the year would have been a couple from the Gilded Age.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Gilded Age is going to come up again. Don't you worry in this,
I'm
this
sure.
conversation.
I'm sure.
So yeah, the Gilded Age. Everybody go watch it.
Love it. Love it. Okay, now we're gonna dive deeper into more
The bookish
deeper,
world.
bookish more world. Though there might be some appearances
Yeah,
from.
there might be some appearances
There might
from
be.
movies and TV.
Okay, so tell me your cliffhanger of the year.
Okay, this was really hard.
Mm.
Okay, this was really hard for me. Probably because I have the memory of a goldfish, so
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you how half the books I read ended.
Right, right.
Okay, so the nominees are Quicksilver by Callie Hart, All This Twisted Glory by Tahara Mafi, or Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. And that one is just because if you know, you know. And I read Throne of Glass again this year, and if you know, that is one of the most insane cliffhangers of all time. The most upsetting for reasons. Yeah. So the award goes to All This Twisted Glory by Tahara Mafi, though, because I'm still reeling and I'm like, I don't like waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying,
Mm-hmm.
but at least it wasn't a trilogy. At least there is more coming, and she wasn't like, no, we're done.
Yeah,
No.
that sounds like it would be miserable.
I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I could
That's
not do
fair.
it.
That's fair.
What about you? Tell me about your cliffhanger of the year.
Okay. My nominees are The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lee, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross,
Mm-hmm.
because I did read that this year or this round. I read it
Oh, okay.
last year, but it's this round because that was in December
Oh,
when I read it.
yeah.
I
Yeah, you
read it
did.
I read it after we
Right
finished
before
last
Ruthless
season.
Vows. Mm-hmm.
So Divine Rivals. And I wrote down something else, but now I'm thinking I have a different answer,
Okay.
which is If I Have to Be Haunted by Miranda Sun, because I just remembered the ending of that and I'm still upset.
Yeah.
But my cliffhanger of the year award goes to The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lee. I finished that book and immediately went online to see when the next one was coming. First I went to see if there was a next one, because if there wasn't, I was going to scream. Second, I went to see when the next one was coming, and it was literally a year from the day that I finished reading it.
Oh,
And I was like so upset. I wanted to like scream and cry, but I couldn't because my daughter was asleep next to me.
yeah.
So yeah, that was no fun. No fun at all. But it was really good. I really loved that book. I love that book so much. So I'm very excited for the sequel, but that cliffhanger, I did not expect it. I'm not
Nightmare
well.
stuff.
I'm not well.
Well, would talking about your sequel of the year make it better?
Maybe because one of these sequels made a different cliffhanger feel better. Okay, so my nominees are The Hunting Moon by Susan Dennard, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, and A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. And the award goes to A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber.
Yeah, I feel like
After
it's gonna have to.
after The Ballad of Never After, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
to be able to finish that book and then follow it up with something that meets your expectations
Yeah.
is
That's hard.
it's a tall order, and she managed it. Like, ugh, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Curse for True Love for sure.
I like it.
Your turn.
All right. Mine are not like book two, but they're just like the next installment.
Mm-hmm.
So I have The Whispering Night by Susan Dennard, Infinity Kings by Adam Silvera, or Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer.
Okay.
And the award goes to, I'm going to give it to Apprentice to the Villain, because Assistant to the Villain had such a slow buildup, and this one was more action packed. And so it kept pace, and you could see her growth as a writer.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really enjoyed that.
It's a good follow-up. It's a good follow-up
Yeah.
for sure. And I think that's
Now
what
if
you
they would just freaking kiss already.
that's what you want from a sequel. You want
Yeah.
it to build off of the previous book and also be better in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I agree with you. Next category. I hope I have these in the same order as you, because last year I did not, because I was dumb. Next I have Ship of the Year.
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
have. Okay. So the nominees are Evie and the Villain from Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, because that's Ben Barnes. Eliza and Cyrus from This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi, because, well, more on that later. And then later categories. And then I can't remember if it's T Young or Tai Young and Sora from Five Broken Blades by Mai Corland. Every time I say it one way, I feel like it's the wrong way.
She specifically said, we asked her about it, or I asked her about it, and she was like, I don't care because it's a pen name. So whatever works for you is fine.
I'll go with Mai Corland.
Yeah, she said, technically speaking, it should be Mai, but I don't care.
Okay.
So
I'll go with Mai. So Tai Young and Sora. Because remember, he was like the secretly pining, and we know how much I love that.
Yes.
But speaking of secretly pining, the award goes to Eliza and Cyrus from This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi, because I'm so sick for this man. And her, Eliza's badass, but Cyrus is the Aaron Warner of This Woven Kingdom series. So what do you want from me? I'm just a girl.
That's fair. You're just a girl.
I am just a girl.
You're just a girl. It's fair.
What about you? Tell me about your ship of the year.
Okay. So my nominees are Ophelia and Blackwell from Phantasma, Sadie and Jacob from The Second Chance Year by Melissa Wisner. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. And Iris and Roman from the Letters of Enchantment series by Rebecca
I'm
Ross.
so mad that you got to read that this year.
I mean, technically I read it in November of last year, but it counts.
Yeah.
And my ship of year is Iris and Roman because I mean,
how could it not be?
Honestly, do I have to explain? If I have to explain, then you have not read the Letters of Enchantment series.
Right, no.
Like,
no.
Just go read it. Go read it. You'll understand.
I should do a reread.
Ugh, so good. So good.
Yeah. Love it. All right. What about your best side character of the year?
This one, I feel like none of my nominees is going to be a surprise to anybody because of how much I am gone for these boys. Mm-hmm. Nominee number 1 is Kalorn Warren from the Red Queen series.
My baby.
Nominee number 2 is Andrew Trellin from the Realmbreaker series. And number 3 is Tobias Bexley from Rufus Vows, because he's only in the second one, by Rebecca Ross. And the first 2 are obviously by Victoria Aveyard. I keep forgetting. Maybe some people don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You should read better books if you don't know what she's talking about, but we'll allow it.
Honestly.
You've got a break now.
Yeah, you've got time.
Catch up.
We've given you many recommendations. And my side character of the year is Kalorn Warren from the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard.
Such a baby angel.
I love this man so much. I love this man so much. I would burn the world down for him. Yeah. My sweet baby angel. I love him. I love him so much. So there was no other choice. Andrea is a very, very close second though, because Andrea to me is like the Kalorn of the Realmbreaker series. So I'm like, Victoria Aveyard, if there's a side character that Victoria Aveyard writes, I'm probably in love with
that's
it.
my bae.
That's it. So yeah. What about side note, my notes, I didn't notice this until just now when I was trying to read it, auto-corrected Andrew to angry.
Not angry Trellin.
Anyways, that's not important. I just thought it was funny. Tell me about yours.
You're going to laugh so hard. My nominees for best side character are Tai Young from Five Broken Braids. I can't talk and your computer can't write. Five Broken Blades by Mike Horland. Prudencia from Infinity Kings by Adam Silvera. Or Infinity Reapers, Infinity Sun.
The Infinity Cycle.
And Andrew Trellin from Fatebreaker, Realmbreaker, Bladebreaker by Victoria Aveyard. And the award goes to Andrew Trellin. I mean, he's just such a treasure, okay? I can't help it.
Love him. Just, Andrew is just...
my face hurts thinking about Andrew.
I love him so much. Yeah. Victoria Aveyard knows how to write a side character. Words are hard right now, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, we're going to move on to main character of the year. Tell me.
This should come as no surprise to anyone on this earth. Okay. Nominees are Evie from Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer, Aelin Galathinius from Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and Ophelia from Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. If it was not Aelin Ash River Whitethorn Galathinius, it's not me.
Yeah.
I am an alien in a skin suit. I would die for her. Okay. Yeah. I would die for my queen. So it's Aelin. It's always going to be Aelin. Any year that I read Throne of Glass in any capacity, it's going to be Aelin.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
I'm ready for you to be here for it and really understand. Understand me, okay?
Get there next month. November. Remember? We made a rule. Mm-hmm. November. We're doing it.
Give yourself the birthday gift of
got a break. Got a break from the podcast. So it's
November is like next week.
I know. That's wild. Happy birth month to me.
I was not gonna do it now.
It will. There it is. Okay. My nominees are Rooney from Red String Theory by Lauren King Jesson, Ophelia from Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, And this one will come as a bit of a surprise, I think, but it's specifically because of this character, the way this character is written. Brighton Ray from the Infinity Cycle series by Adam Silvera.
Oh, I didn't hate Brighton.
People have strong feelings about Brighton. But
Yeah.
I just think that means that
He's well written.
really
Yeah.
well written, which is why he is my main character of the year. Because
Yeah.
he just was so, like, he's so well written. Like, he's written in a
Yeah.
way that you're supposed to be angry with him. You're supposed to dislike
But
him.
you also love
but you
him.
also understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Like, he's so flawed, and that's
You're like,
the point.
you're watching someone else live your dream.
Yeah.
And the thing that you wanted that they didn't
Yeah.
want and got handed to them.
Yep.
And
you
it's
get
human nature.
You get it.
It's
He's
human
so,
reaction.
So well written. Adam
Yeah.
killed it with this character, and I just think that he deserves to have the #1 spot somewhere because he really, like, man does he go through it, and man do people hate him, and it's just I understand the hate, but I also understand where Brighton is coming from, and so therefore I understand Brighton as a character, and I think that makes him stand out. So, yeah.
Well,
that is...
Speaking of challenging characters, do you want to tell me about your best villain or antagonist of the year?
Okay. My nominees are Erida from the Realmbreaker series by Victoria Aveyard, Jax, Prince of Hearts from A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber.
My baby.
And it's a spoiler if I say who it is, but the villain...
I have a spoiler one too.
Yeah, the villain from The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay. Unwell. I'm unwell. And clearly that means that the villain from The Last Blood Carver is my villain / antagonist of the year. I was not prepared. Listen, I read this book, I want to say in March, and the fact that I still remember something from March means something.
Says a lot.
Because I don't remember anything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't blame you.
That's my answer. Tell me yours without spoilers.
Mine is Liberty, California from One of Our Kind by Nicola Yoon. The spoiler villain from Lore of the Wilds by Annalise Brana. And Maeve from Throne of Glass. And I'm going to give it to the villain from Lore of the Wilds because it's upsetting. It's upsetting. And you can kind of feel it coming, but at the same time, it is like, why?
Yeah. Like,
it's a very well written story, but
the way that you're describing this just makes me flashback to Firekeeper's Daughter, which is...
that's exactly what I thought about when it's like,
you don't
out
expect
of everything and out of everybody.
Why did it have to be you? Yeah. And how? And just it's just yeah. Okay. I'm very excited to read this book.
Oh, it's so good.
You
absolutely should. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, my A word was talking to me.
Oh.
She said, "I'm not quite sure how to help you with that."
Oh, well, there's no help in us
anymore.
There's no help for us.
There's no help in us, Alexa. Sorry.
All right. Well, we were going... It's good that we're going to this next one because honestly, sometimes the villain or antagonist can also be a fictional boyfriend. So tell me your fictional boyfriend of the year in a year where you did not read Aaron Warner.
I know. Okay. And I even got creative. Okay. And I did not put Lorcan Salvatore or Adian Ash River or Kale or Dorian on here. Okay. I didn't put anybody from Throne of Glass because I thought I would try to be fair to everyone else. They will always have my heart.
I was not fair.
They will always have my heart and soul. Okay. The awards the nominees are, sorry. I'm flustered thinking about these fictional men. Okay. The nominees are Larry Russell from The Gilded Age. The dimples. Oh my God. He's so sweet and precious. And then Cyrus from This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi. And then Blackwell from Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I didn't read Aaron Warner this year, but I kind of did. Because you've got Cyrus, my secretly pining, sweet little tortured angel. Aaron Warner in a Persian myth. So
I'm not surprised. This is my shocked
go
face.
Into Cyrus. That is what it is.
This is my shocked face.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about yours.
All right, my nominees are, to nobody's surprise, Roman C. Kit from Divine Rivals, the series by Rebecca Ross, Killorn Warren from the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard, and Andrew Trellin from the Realmbreaker series by Victoria Aveyard. I mean, was I really gonna pick?
You're on brand.
Would I really pick anybody else?
No.
Would I really? I don't think that I could. I don't think I can. The fact that I read Killorn and Andrew in the same year is just really,
That's tough.
It's lovely, but it's also very rude of me.
Yeah.
Why did I do this to myself?
Because I hadn't met you when Red Queen was coming out and like getting popularity and ending, so I didn't know to tell you to read them.
That's fair. But that just means that I got to love them together. Which is, however, all that said, I think it has to go to Roman. But I mean,
yeah.
You know,
I would choose Roman over those two.
You get
as much
it.
As I love them. Yeah,
I love them. I love them so much. But
the devotion.
But Roman.
Yeah.
But Roman.
The ending of Divine Rivals tells me everything I need to know.
That's
everything.
Yeah. I specifically wrote Roman from Divine Rivals with that scene in mind. Obviously, he's from the series, but like, yeah. So, I mean, I love Killorn. I love Andrew to death, to pieces. I love them, but just Roman.
He's Hosier coded. Okay.
It's Roman.
If you love any songs by Hosier, Roman C. Kit.
Roman C. Kit, man. I love him. All right.
Tell me about your arc of the year.
This one
is such a hard one.
This one is hard. This one is hard because I want it to be like these were the best ones that I read, but also I want to be like, okay, but I got these ones.
Yeah.
Like we got some ones that were just like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of went with a combination of the two. So my nominees are The Breakup Tour by Emily Wibberley and Osman Siegman broke up, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, and what is the third book? Is it Fate Breaker? Fate Breaker is the third book. Fate Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. Because, I mean, we got Fate Breaker.
That's true.
Before
I didn't
anybody
think about
else.
That when I made my list.
And also, there weren't arcs for this book. Like, we got to read it before. So, yeah, that was why it's on my list. Which, I mean, it was also excellent.
Yeah.
But it also got pushed in there because, like, holy shit, I have Fate Breaker in my hands.
In my Kindle. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that was wild. But I think Ruthless Vow.
Yeah.
Ruthless Vows inches it out. Because one, it's got both, right? Ruthless Vows was, oh my god, we have this ahead of everybody else. This is
I think we got it in like October, and I read it before the season ended because I already had the cliffhanger in my brain.
Right. We got it before the season ended. I just happened to read it afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it was a combination of this is so good. This is such a great follow-up. And also, holy shit, they're not doing, like, I went on NetGalley, there was 2 reviews and one of them was you. Like, they didn't do arcs for Ruthless Vows. So that is one of my
How we
greatest,
got that is still like...
I mean... So that there was no chance that anything else was going to be on this.
Yeah. No, on this. Fair.
Yeah. As my number one, if, so tell me yours.
Okay. I just went with books that I read and really liked that were arcs because I'm lazy and I got tired last night. So the nominees are Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson, Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, and Spell Strings and Forgotten Things by Brianne Randall. And I'm going to give the award to Spell Strings and Forgotten Things by Brianne Randall because it's like a love letter to fangirls and a love letter to Loki fans and Pride and Prejudice fans and Practical Magic fans. And I'm all of the above. So
I was like a love letter to Mandy is what you're saying.
It felt like a love letter to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, I really liked it. So
I love
I went
that.
with Those Strings and Forgotten Things.
I love that. I love that. Okay, next up, debut of the year.
I feel like I'm gonna be wrong in these, but I think they're all debuts. So don't
I
tell me.
I went yeah. I went with not books that debuted this year, but books that I read that were the author's debut book.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It may
Oh,
not be their
okay.
debut. If they could have an indie book somewhere that I don't know about.
Oh,
All
got
right.
it. Okay.
So I'm going Lore of the Wilds by Annalise Barana,
Mhm.
which my thing corrected to Saran. I just noticed that. No, Annalise Sabrana. How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong, and How to Piss Off Men by Kyle Prue, which is not his. It's not. It's his debut in
It's
the
a
trad pub
trad
world.
pub debut. Yeah, it
Yeah,
counts. It counts. It's a
yeah,
debut. It's a
yeah,
debut.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the award goes to Lore of the Wilds by Annalise Brana. It was so good.
I love
It
it.
was so good. And the funniest thing happened to me with it. I was like trying to get it on NetGalley, trying to get it on NetGalley.
Hmm.
I didn't get it. My Target had one left when
I
I got off
remember
work that day.
this.
And I'm driving there. I stop at a red light. I check my email and I get it approved on
I
release day.
remember that. I remember
Yeah, it
that.
pissed me off. It was fine though. I was gonna buy it anyways. But it was
Right.
like I could be home reading this now.
Right. Right.
All right. Tell me about your debut of the year.
Okay, so my nominees are How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwang, The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay, and Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I mean, I couldn't not throw that in there.
Yeah.
How do you
Such a
debut with
strong
Red
debut.
Queen?
Yeah.
Like, my God. But I have to give it to The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay. This book has not left my brain. I'm dying. I'm dying for March. Dying. I had a friend who was at New York Comic Con this past weekend, and they were doing, if you bought the book, the finished copy of book one, you get the bound manuscript of book two. And I sent her right over there, and they were out. And I was so upset. But it is what it is. I'm so excited for March. I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm
Not too much longer at least.
so close. But yeah, this book it was not at all it hit me. It just was so unexpected how much I loved it. And I just cannot stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't blame you.
it had to take first place.
What
All
about your
right.
traditionally published?
Traditionally published book of the year. Okay. I am looking at my list and I have them like listed. And so I'm like, did I put this in the correct order?
Oh no. You have to pick. You can pick now.
I can pick now. I mean, you can't see my list. Okay, so my traditionally published book nominees are The Breakup Tour by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegman Broca, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, and The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay. I feel like it's kind of a tie,
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one.
but I I think I have to give it to The Breakup Tour. I
Yeah.
think I have to give it to The Breakup Tour. It was the first book that I read in 2024. I literally read it on New Year's Day in one sitting. It literally took my breath away. I don't know
Yeah.
what about it. It just like I would read a chapter and then I would have to stop and like dissect it in my I'd have to think about it. And I don't know what
Yeah.
it was about this specific book, but it just like hit me in just such a strong way that I was like, it's just, I think that puts it in number one for me for the year. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, tell me yours.
All right. My nominees are How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong, Funny Story by Emily Henry, and Another First Chance by Robbie Couch. And the award goes to How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong. I mean,
It's
it
so
was
good.
so well written and such opposite of the path I would be able to take, but like I also could understand, which is like shows good writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic job.
Excellent. All right. We're almost done.
Yay!
Indie published book of the year.
All right. My nominees are A Captured Cauldron by R.K. Ashwick, Angels and Exorcists by Finley Ray, and Between Fate and Failure by Amber D. Lewis.
Oh,
We know I have to give it to Amber D. Lewis. And
I mean,
Between Fate and Failure, I mean, she gave us Bash.
yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to need her to hurry up, though.
I know. Just
I need some more.
Yeah.
I'm starting to jump because I was used to a certain schedule of getting an Amber D. Lewis book every couple of months,
Right.
and that is slowed, and
Yeah.
I'm not mentally well
I
waiting.
understand. I understand.
What about you? Tell me about your indie
Okay.
pub of the year.
My nominees are The Ones We Hate by Katie Golightly, Streams and Schemes by Rebecca Kincaid, and Between Fate and Failure by Amber D. Lewis. And I mean, it's not a surprise. It's Between Fate and Failure.
Yeah.
Like, I just bash.
Yeah.
Bash.
Bash. Our
I
tortured
just
little baby.
my morally gray sweet baby angel.
Yep.
Love him.
All right. This is the last one, you guys.
Oh my
Tell
goodness.
me about your overall book of the year.
I don't know if I'm prepared to do this. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a list of 6 for nominees, but I've already talked about them because they're the last 6 books that I just talked about. Because obviously one of my books of the year my book of the year has to be between one of the traditionally published books and
Yeah.
one of the indie books that I put on my top, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read them off. It's The Breakup Tour by Emily Waverly and Austin Siegman Broca, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay, Between Fate and Failure by Amber D. Lewis, Streams and Schemes by Rebecca Kincaid, or The Ones We Hate by Katie Golightly. I have to give this one. It's so hard. I'm like still right now. I'm staring at it. I'm like I'm still going between the two. I think it has to be Between Fate and Failure by Amber D.
Yeah.
Lewis. I mean, it was just I don't know. Like obviously I've read Amber's writing up until now and it's still fantasy, but it was so different. It
Hmm.
felt so different while still being the same, like still comforting in her writing even though she's
Yeah.
not a comfort cozy character writer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like it felt familiar while being different, you know?
Yeah.
And again, bash.
Bash. Hmm.
Bash is a good enough reason for many things.
Yeah.
So my book of the year is Between Fate and Failure by Amber D. Lewis, followed very closely by The Breakup Tour by Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegman Broca.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right.
It's your turn. Now I'm free.
All right. My nominees for book of the year are Another First Chance by Robbie Couch, Between Fate and Failure by Amber D. Lewis, and How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong. And I'm going to give it to you, How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong, because again, it takes a lot to get someone with like such a hard stance on what I would do
Mm-hmm.
and how I would be able, like morally, to act
Mm-hmm.
and still make me able to empathize. And we've talked about this book, and it's like the premise of the whole book is an enemies to lovers between a girl and a guy who was driving the car that her sister stepped in front of to commit suicide. He
Mm-hmm.
was driving the car that killed her sister. My sister's a shit. She's a pain in my ass. My brothers are shits and they're pains in my ass. If you take them from me, I hate you forever. There is nothing, like, even if it wasn't your fault, I'm not going to wish you ill. I'm not trying to get romantically involved with
Right.
you. Like, I don't ever want to see you. I don't want to be around you.
I just want to pretend you don't exist.
You don't exist. You
Yeah.
can be a billionaire and live the best life ever. You could die in a ditch and it would make no difference to me. And so for me to be able to say, wow, I can see how like this actually
Yeah.
works as a story is such talented writing. It's
Yeah.
so like crazy. And that it being a debut is just mind blowing to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. That
So
is.
yeah, How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwong is my book of the year
It's-
overall.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. Ugh.
We did it, team.
We
A
did
whole
it.
another year.
Oh my God. I can't
Can
believe
you believe us?
we do this to ourselves every year.
Yeah.
It's so mean. It's so mean to do this.
I know.
But it's also fun.
Yeah.
But very mean because we read so much and they're all so good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it time for the final spiel of the season?
Oh my God, the final spiel of the season. All right. Well, I gotta switch my notes over. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Well, because I'm in a whole
Yeah.
different note file because we're doing this. All right. Okay, friends. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you are listening to us. Please follow us on social media. We are at The Incoherent Fangirl on all the things. You can also stream all of our episodes as well as read our blog on our website, theincoherentfangirl.com. There's lots to do there, so please give us a
Mhm.
visit. If you are interested in early access to podcast episodes, full video episodes, and exclusive bonus content, head over to theincoherentfangirl.com/Patreon to subscribe now. Also, if you're not ready for a commitment, a month-to-month commitment on Patreon,
Commit to us.
that's very sad, but you do have the option to buy one-off posts of bonus
We're worth
contests to
committing
kind of
to.
see if you want to just dip your toe in. I mean, I think the commitment's worth it, guys.
Maybe we're worth it.
So you can do that. And also, we do have a merch store. You can head over to theincoherentfangirl.com/shop to do some self-care because it's the season of self-care right
It is the
now.
season to buy shit for yourself.
Heck yes. Please do. Mama needs to make car payments.
Yeah.
And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, design ideas you want to tell us that we're pretty, we will accept all of
Take
that
it.
in our inbox, theincoherentfangirl@gmail.com. We love hearing from y'all.
Yes.
And of course, one last way to support the podcast is to rate and review on whatever platform you're listening to us on. Give us your words.
We love your
You know
words.
we love them. She is at Mandy Perv on all the things.
She's at Ms. Made in China on all the things.
And once you followed us on social media and the podcast on social media, you're going to head over and do some more self care with our internet besties. It's gift giving season,
Yeah.
and there are many gifts from these people that you're going to want to give. So, first stop, you're going to head over to herecomesthenerd.com, use code FANGIRL, and you'll get 20% off your first order.
Then, once you've got your pins and your artsy goodies, you're going to head to onceuponabookclub.com. You're going to gift someone a subscription, or you're going to buy them a box and wrap it for under the tree, whatever. We do have 2 codes. You can only pick one. They don't stack, but we love you no matter which one you choose to use. Alternate if you want to. You can use either code Karin10 or Mandy10 for 10% off, but you have to spell Karin right or Santa's not bringing you shit, because we're going to tell him to put you on the top of his naughty list. I've been to Santa's Land, okay? I have an in. I know the guy. He used to sing a special song for me every time I went. So just saying, watch it.
There
Spell
you go.
Karin right, and you'll get 10% off. So
double win, because you'll get a discount and Santa won't put you on the naughty list.
Yeah.
So, and then we have talked about her this episode quite a little bit. We're quite fans of her. Amber D. Lewis. You're going to head over to her website, amberdlewis.com. Use code FANGIRL10 to get 10% off your order. You really should be adding like 10 of everything to your cart. It is the perfect gift this season. I'm just saying.
Get a copy for everyone in your book club.
Everybody.
There
it's
you
a
go.
good choice.
And then last but not least, I guess we can support the show husband. So you're going to go follow Searchers Believe on everything and the Paranormal Mind on everything. Things with the streaming platform are kind of slowing down for the year as far as events go, which means that we're hoping there'll be more time to get back into the podcast, The Paranormal Mind. And then you're going to go follow at Stream Beacon TV on everything. This is our new streaming platform that has all of your true crime, paranormal, horror content. We are soft launch right now. We're hard launching in January with so much content. It's insane. So many cool things. So you can subscribe to Beacon at streambeacontv.com or in any of the app stores. If you use code FANGIRL10, you'll get 10% off, but you may have to do that from the website. I don't know if the apps have a coupon code or not. And then you'll head to searchersbelieve.com/shop. And use Fangirl10, and you'll also get 10% off there, off of merch designed by moi. Sometimes I break out the iPad. Okay, I get bored.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
We all benefit from that. Okay.
Hey, she's also good for something.
She also designed our merch. I'm just saying.
I think it's pretty cute.
Yay. It is very cute. It is super cute. Yes, I agree.
That was season 3 of The Incoherent Fangirl.
Season 3. My God, that's a wrap on season 3. Thank y'all so much for listening.
This has been such a ride.
I can't believe we've been doing this for 3 years already.
I can't either. It feels like this is like the
wild.
3rd time we've logged in, but it feels like it feels like we've always been doing this, but it feels like we haven't been doing this for like a month.
Yeah. We just started, but we've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
It's wild. And we only get to do it because y'all are still listening to us.
Listen, yeah.
You're still here. We appreciate you. We love you.
We
Thank
love
you.
you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Have a wonderful holiday season,
Yeah. Stay
whatever holiday
safe.
you celebrate.
Take care of yourself. Take care of
Yes.
your others, your loved ones.
And
This can
find
be a
us.
tough season.
Yes. And find us on socials if you need us. You know where to
Send us
find
your book
us.
recs.
Yeah. Oh, I don't need any more book recs. I'm still trying to catch up. This is my season to read these
Yes.
2 months.
Throne of Glass.
No obligations. Just gonna pick something up at random. It's wild.
Hey,
Wild.
we love
We love
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye. We are sponsored by our friends at Here Comes the Nerd. Pins, stickers, magnets, and more. Here Comes the Nerd has happy art for all fandom-loving hearts. New customers can use coupon code FANGIRL during checkout for 20% off their first order at herecomesthenerd.com. Coupon applies to ready-to-ship items only.